All right, you got it, bro.
All right, all right. Shalom, shalom. Praise from most. We would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechachrash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us the truth and were well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the ICAM and Aqua for listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, to the so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos, and so-called African Americans scattered throughout the four corners of the world. This is the branch of Great Millstone Chicago Camp. Back at one another quick lesson. I'm the brother Yaya
The brother Yaradamba.
and Khan, like we usually do our spiritual sit downs, and this one is going into preparing for glory, man. Because after all this shit kick off, after shit, who knows, the lights may go off, and then MOTB rolled out, Jacob's Trouble, then World War III. But after this comes the glory, man. After this comes the crowning ceremony, man. After these things come to pass, after that, it says, "Who shall endure unto the end shall be saved." After the enduring, we're gonna be saved, man. And the many things, and what comes with this saving, man? Riches, women, Lord knows, the riches, women, the drinking with Yahweh Shai is many things that we have to look forward to, man. So now is not the time to quit. If any time, man, it's definitely we are far from quitting, man. It says to endure until the end, man. So right
I'm gonna
now
grab that real quick.
God, right now we preparing for glory, man. Because like Paul Osalakia was in the New Testament, it says, "I know I have a crown up laying for me, man." So we have to be assured in what we know, and to have faith that the Lord gonna bring us through it, man. So right now, prepare for glory, man. Go ahead with that.
Salaki, this shit going. I got it right here.
God,
Let me share this screen real quick.
God.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and we're gonna actually start up a little bit, man, because as the brother said, different things has to pop off, right? We understand that the prophecies have to come to pass, whether it be Jacob's trouble going full fledged, right?
Mm-hmm.
The MOTB being implemented, World War III popping off full fledged, and then as well as that, the nukes have to get shut off, right? All of these things have to come to pass, and we understand that those are all the steps to our salvation. All right, but this is what it says right here in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and we just start at verse 4. It says, actually, verse 3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and of rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things will come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
And
And there
what
shall
are we
be
saying? What are we
famines."
saying right now, man? Fucking Israel and Iran gonna try a so-called peace treaty. That ain't gonna last long, man. They finna get right back to bombing each other. Then America gonna get back involved, and then Russia and China is gonna be a whole. It's gonna be a whole domino effect, man. So like, go ahead.
Yeah, now you good. It's saying there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? And that's what the brother was just going into. How, hey, the scriptures also liken it to birthing pains of a woman, right? The closer, the more and more those contractions begin to happen, the closer you know you are to that baby actually being delivered. And it's the same here. We're seeing these things happen more and more often, and the more they speed up and the more these things heat up, we know that the end is nigh, right? That's why it says in Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, measure thou the time diligently. And how do we measure? What's the measuring stick of what's going to happen? The measuring stick is these different prophecies coming to pass and popping up. All right. Verse 9, it says, Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And that's why they hate the prophets, man. They hate the men that truly come in the name and with the reputation and the report of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because it's contrary to the world. All right, it says, And then shall many be offended and betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? So, hey, it's going to get real crazy out here. But then he follows up. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy out here, right? But then he follows it up by saying what? But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right? So as the brother brought out, man, you have to endure unto the end. And part of that is we have the playbook, man. We know what's coming down the pike. We know the prophecies that have to take place. We understand that the sedition among men is going to take place. So we have to be in the mindset to endure those things while preparing for the glory that is to come. All right.
Knowing that our salvation is yet nearer than we believe, man.
Yeah. Let's grab that. Nearer believe. Oops. Yeah, Romans 13 and 11. Romans 13 and 11, just getting straight to the point. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. So every
right
day
now,
we get
go ahead.
Every day we getting closer and closer to the Lord returning, man. Each and every day, and we have to remember that. Every day is a day behind you. You got it, bro.
Right now is the time to push even harder than ever before, man. Knowing that our salvation is nearer than we believe, it's gonna happen faster. It says Babylon gonna be destroyed in an hour, man. Faster than we can even think of, man. So knowing that we this close, that the Lord coming the thief of the night, we ain't even gonna know, bro. We gonna measure the time diligently, so we gonna know when it's around, but we not gonna know, man. It says
we
coming
won't be asleep, man. We won't be asleep because we're measuring the time and we're watching and waiting for our Lord to return. We expecting it any day. It's these people who they just not paying attention. They going about their life like nothing is going to happen. It's the people who think that the Lord won't return it within their lifetime. You know, those are the ones who the Lord is coming back like a thief into the night, like a thief of the night unto. You know.
Or the ones that think he's coming back with sunshines and rainbows, man, giving out hugs.
Right, exactly. They go think he coming back with a hug. He gonna come back with a motherfucking laser for that ass.
Right.
He gonna hug their ass with a laser. But and going into that, right, understanding that those things are coming, as our Lord Yahushua just spoke about in that Matthew. What mindset are we have to be in? We have to understand that we're gonna go through different things to try our faith. Right? Didn't the Lord tell the apostle Peter, the Lord does not Salakia, Satan desire to have you that he may sift you as wheat. Right? So we understand that if that's what Satan is out here to do, and we understand that these things have to come to pass, we have to understand that we got to stand strong and fight the good fight of faith, man. And that's what this chapter goes into right here. This is the book of Sirach, the 2nd chapter, starting at verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Right? So, hey, you have to be prepared for these things to come. Even in our day-to-day life, man, things are not going to always go right. You know? And that's what this is going into. And especially when those times of AT come, man, we have to go through that fire. Yeah. That fire is a purifying agent.
Is the Lord just going to be all good and not evil?
Right. Exactly.
Is it he's just gonna be like, you good? You hit up his wife? You good, man? Don't worry about it. Oh, you stole that? You stole from that store? Don't even worry about it, bro. I'm not even looking that way. You think the Lord's playing with you, man? When he's not, man. They say he's coming back with fire and whirlwinds, man. The Lord coming back for that ass, bro. But keep going.
Yeah. Continuing on, it says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end, man. And that's on a greater scale when we talking about going through this time of Jacob trouble and all the prophecies that's to come to pass, man. Because hey, if you make it to that, don't the scriptures say that the present afflictions are not to be compared to the glory that is for to come? You finna find that?
Yeah, I finna get it.
I'll finish out real quick. It says, verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient without our change to a lower state, man, because we have to trust the Lord, man, that the Lord is going to keep us and protect us and watch over us and guide us through whatever scenario it may be that we end up in, right? But then it goes on to say, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And as the elder Jeremiah would say, man, don't you want to be acceptable until Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? So you have to go through these things, man. The Lord is going, hey, think about it like this. If the Lord told us to prove a friend, why would he be a hypocrite and not prove a friend?
Right.
He's going to prove you to make sure that you on point, man. All right. And don't the scripture say that a friend is known in the time of affliction? So he want to see if you gonna stay on that path and if you really gonna stand stiffly for him.
Right. If you really about that.
Yeah.
I got the that Romans.
You found that scripture?
Yeah. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8.
Romans 8
and 18.
God,
this is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. So it says, eyes have not seen nor ears heard the things that the Lord has prepared for his chosen, man. So the things that we're going through right now, all these little afflictions, these little infirmities, man, everything, all these temptations, man, they not even worthy, man. We not even gonna look back in the kingdom. We gonna look back on these things and laugh, man. Knowing that the Lord had us through it the entire fucking time, bro. Knowing that the Lord was gonna deliver us no matter which way we went, no matter which way we went, man. If you was truly serving the Lord, that is, man.
Hey, start up a little bit on that. Start at 16.
Romans 8 and 16. For ye have not
received 14.
14.
Yeah.
This is the book of Romans 8 and 14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Lord, they are sons of Yahweh. For ye have not received.
And if you are, Salaki, if you're being led by the Spirit, right, that goes into you being patient, man, and trusting that the Lord is guiding you. And trusting that the Lord is the one ordering your steps, and hey, he's protecting you and watching over you, as we talked about in that Sirach too. All right, you can go ahead and keep going.
Verse 15. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. And if children, then heirs.
So it says the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, right? So, hey, then it goes on. That's important to understand, man. That's how you know that this is not a skin color thing. All right, everything is through the Spirit. You try the Spirit by the Spirit. Always first and foremost, man. Hey, it's certain people that look as if they are Edomites, right? But you just know as soon as you see them, no, that's a Jake. That's the way that you differentiate many times between a Hamite and the Southern Kingdom Jake, man. Because you can't just be going, everybody black, so shoot. If everybody black, we all Israelites. Nah, man. That's not how this thing works.
Right.
What about the scattered Israelites that are scattered abroad among the heathen? Right? How would you identify them?
Okay.
You obviously can't do it through the outward appearance. It's through the Spirit. So it says that the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, right? Now you can keep going, bro.
Verse 17. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so,
right.
That we go ahead.
Right. So what heirs mean? If you're a joint heir, that means what? Yahweh Shai is allowing you to take part in his inheritance. What was his inheritance, man? That glory that we talking about. Hey, didn't it say in Acts the 2nd chapter? Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance and the uttermost parts of the earth, and you shall rule them with the rod of iron and break them as the potter's vessel. And then in Revelation the 2nd chapter, did he not tell you, hey, those who hold fast to that which I have, because those who overcome into the end, will I give them power over the nations, and the uttermost parts of the earth, to rule over them with the rod of iron and break them as a potter's vessel, even as I have received of my Father. So that's Yahweh Shai telling you right there that, hey, if you endure, it's so much waiting on you, man.
Yeah.
It's so much. Hey, so much waiting on you that if you keep your eye on that, man, if you focus on that, that'll keep you on the path. Rulership, man, true rulership.
Focus on that light at the end of the tunnel, man.
We ain't gonna have to walk around in the kingdom saying we was kings. We was king. Like, we not gonna have to do that, bro. Because we will truly be rulers, man. We gonna get it later on, but it say that the house of David will be his God. That's again, bro. You're not gonna have to walk around. What's up, king? We was kings. Nah, bro. It ain't gonna be none of that.
You're not gonna have to worry about no bug out pressing you for some change on a corner, man.
All right, come on, bro. Eating. You ain't gonna have to worry about no beef and no pork casing, bro.
Right.
You will never have to worry about going off again, bro.
You get some chicken patties or some shit. You look on the back, you read the ingredients, it say 2% pork. Like, what you need the pork for?
Folly, just for folly. Like, come on, man. But you got it, brother. You can finish this one out again for me.
Verse 17. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together, man.
Mm-hmm. That glory.
Verse 18. Again, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, man.
Right. So right now the Lord is perfecting us, man, so we can actually walk into that glory, man. You always hear the Elder Yashawamba down in Dallas, he always uses that term, from glory to glory. Right? We prepare. That's what we working on, man. That's what we preparing for.
That's what we hope for, man.
And then, because guess what? Guess who else is waiting for it? Everything and everybody else, whether they know it or not. Because what does the next verse say? Go ahead, brother. Verse
19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God.
Right. So the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. So, they waiting for us to be back into our glory. They waiting for us to be back in our righteous state, man. Because don't the scriptures also say when the wicked are in rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in rule, the people rejoice?
I was just going to say that. It's a spirit.
So, the trees won't have to be in cages no more, man. Animals won't have to be in cages no more.
Right. The birds not going to have to fight each other over one bone that was thrown from a fucking Edomite, man.
The heathens, they will finally be able to experience clean air, clean water, clean food, clean energy, all of these different things that you can't experience now because Esau want to spray everything in the skies. The heathens will finally be able to experience that after their punishment, man.
Gosh, shit, we will.
They don't even realize, like, dang, this way better. We should did this before. You know what I'm saying?
These guys already ruling.
Yeah, but this is the way that the story had to play out, man. Right? That's why in second Esdras, I want to say let me see real quick. I want to say it's the 7th chapter. Yeah, second Esdras 7 and 6. It says, there is also another thing, a city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. Right? That's that tribulation that we got to go through. That's the bondage, the hardship, all the different things that we had to go through. But then it's saying only one path between them both, even between the fire and water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given into a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the dangers set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance, right? And that city built it and set upon a broad field full of all good things. That's the kingdom of heaven. So if we don't go through these dangers that set before it, but we don't go through these trials and tribulation, how can we get the inheritance? And on verse 10, it says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. So this is how the Lord set up the movie to play out, man. That we had to go through these things. Now we really understand why the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father are absolutely necessary. So when we get to the kingdom, we can actually rule and judge righteously, man. You know?
Can I get this one real quick?
Huh?
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 4.
Let me grab it real quick.
Well, actually, I'll start at verse 3. We are bound to thank Yahweh always for you, brethren, it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all toward each other aboundeth. Verse 4, so that we ourselves glory in you and the churches of Yahweh for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that you endure. So going into that patience, having that patience in the Lord when it changed to a lower state, going back to that Sirach 2, and just having faith that the Lord is going to deliver you throughout all of it, man. Verse 5, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh. So the Lord is testing us right now, man. We're going through a big test, a big quiz, and we have the cheat code, man. We have the cheat paper, which is the laws and statutes, man. Which is the commandments. We already know the answers to the test, man.
Hey, the whole book.
Wait the time out.
Not just the laws and statutes, the whole book, man. The whole book. That's the cheat code. You know, because you got a lot of these jakes who, hey, they follow they say that they follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and they hinge their hat on it. But they don't got the cheat code because they not putting it all together. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, if that's what you hinging your hat on, once you break one law, you broke them all. We understand the grace. We understand how to put the faith of Yahweh Shai and the commandments of the Most High together, which a lot of people can't do. Right? We understand that true balance. You know, but you got it, bro.
Instead of screaming the law, the law, the law.
Yeah. IUIC, the laws, the statutes, the commandments.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1:5 again, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh, for which ye also suffer, man. So we suffering, we enduring hardship as a good soldier of Mashiach. We enduring these trials and tribulation, and we suffering patiently, man. Waiting on the kingdom, man. Waiting for our glory. Going back to the title, man.
Mm-hmm.
Read a little bit more on that, bro. Oh, keep going.
Yeah.
Verse 6, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Hey, that's part of the glory. The Lord finna jack these heathen up, man, for everything that they did to us, man. And the Lord said, what? That is a righteous thing. And that's how you know. That's another way that you can tell for those who are preparing for the glory. Because there's a lot of people that's ashamed of that. It's a lot of people that's ashamed of that, man. In the book of Psalms, on the 149th chapter, it says, I just grab it real quick. And just get straight to that point. Psalms 149. Because people are ashamed of this, man. I love this chapter too.
Yeah.
I just read the whole thing. Psalms 149. It says on that Shakari is building. Start in Genesis. Psalms 149:1. It says, praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him, and let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. So I wanted to start at the top just to show what, man. This is talking about who? The Israelites. All right. And this is going to prove a lot. And it said it's the new song. And we know that new song is what? The gospel. So these people, these Israelites, I'm not going to even just say these people. These Israelites were singing the new song. They were singing the gospel. What's a part of it? Verse 3, let them praise his name in the dance. Oh, IUIC, we don't got the name. We don't need the name. Oh, but it said you're going to praise his name in the dance, right? Let them sing praises unto him with a timbrel and harp. For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in who? His people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Now we get into the point that I really wanted. It says, let the saints be joyful in glory, and let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written, right? So think about what it just said, man. Executing vengeance upon the heathen, punishing them, binding their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, and giving them judgment, right? But then to end it off, it says, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, right? So you have a lot of people, hey, going back to that Thessalonians, he said it's a righteous thing for the Most High to recompense the tribulation to them that trouble you. That said, it was an honor. And that's another way, like I said, you know, people who are truly preparing their mind for that glory, because you have people that hate the idea of that.
Right.
They don't want the kingdom of heaven unless the Edomite can get in.
Right. No. Why do we have to hurt the Edomites? No.
Why can't they rule with us? I was with you till you said they had to go into slavery. But here it is, the Edomite is currently trying to put you into a digital slavery as we speak.
They can't see, bro. Their eyes is blocked.
Yep. You know, so that's that. Now let's get into some of this glory, man. Let's get into some of this glory, because we had a few precepts lined up, but the Spirit kind of took it to a whole nother direction a little bit, which hallelujah. But then we talked a little bit earlier about like we have that open, we taking a test and we got the open book, man. We got the cheat code. Why? Because we follow our Lord Yahweh Shai. That's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. And a lot of these scriptures are bringing out the idea of that patience. We have to wait on the Lord, man. All right, you can't try to get your glory before Yahweh Shai really gets his.
God. It says, woe to them that lost patience, man.
Yeah, that's back in that Sirach too. Continuing on here in verse 2, it says, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down on the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endures such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Right? And the Lord, Salaki, and the brother just brought it out. Woe unto them. You said a faint heart, right?
Yeah, I lost patience.
Lost patience. There we go. You know, and that's what this is going to. And it said, what? Looking unto Yahweh Shai. We seen how he handled it, man. He went through a lot, man. None of us have gone through what Yahweh Shai have been through, man. None of us have. And look how he handled it. Look how he came out on the other side of it. Right? So how much more should we endure? How much more should we fight?
The servant not greater than the master. If he went through it, he went through a lot, bro. We definitely got to go through it.
Yeah, he said, you surely will drink of this cup. And we have to keep that in mind. All right. You wanted to go to that Revelation 7, brother, and bring out what you had?
Yeah.
Come on.
This is Revelation 7. And shit, I'll start at 13. Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 7 and verse 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? Verse 14. And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb, which we know that Lamb is Yahweh Shai. And it says these, well, reading verse 14 again, these are they which came out of great tribulation, man. So the things that we, bro, it says a time like no other, bro. The things that we going through right now pale in comparison to Jacob's trouble, to the MOTB, to the shit that's finna happen, the Daniel 12:1, the Jeremiah 37, the shit, Jacob's trouble, the shit that's finna happen, man, pales in comparison. But these are the great tribulations that we're going through, man. Go ahead.
We heard about, we understand what happened during the transatlantic slave trade. We understand how grotesque that was. We understand what happened during the Trail of Tears. We understand all of these different things, man. During the all of these different tragedies that we hear about in history. We hear about how terrible they were. But the Lord said this is going to be a time like no other, man. So those, like you just said, the transatlantic slave trade is going to pale in comparison to the time that's about to come, man. That's a crazy thought to think about. But it goes back to that endurance and that patience and understanding that. Didn't we say that didn't we just read in that Romans that the things that we are about to endure, they can't even be compared to the glory that's to come. Well, if that's going to get that bad, imagine how crazy the glory is about to be.
Something crazy. Verse 15. Therefore are they before the throne of Yahweh, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. Verse 16. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst anymore, neither shall the sun light on them nor any heat. Going back into that, what we was talking about earlier, we ain't gonna have to worry about being hungry, man. Oh, what I'm finna drink tonight? Oh, what I'm finna eat tomorrow morning? Shit, I gotta go to work, man. I gotta wake up fucking 6 in the morning. I gotta drive down there. Shit, my car, I gotta pay my rent. Shit like that. I ain't even experienced that. I ain't even go cap. I ain't even experienced that. But like that shit, hell, I'm already knowing, man.
Fuck, bro.
But verse 17, for the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. And Yahweh shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes, man. So that's what's coming for the hopeful righteous elect, man. That's what's coming for the 1/3 of the 144,000, man.
Hey, and then the Lord is even so gracious that the 2/3 will experience this too. After they get destroyed, they come back, man.
Right.
That's how gracious the Lord is. You know, people will tell us, "Oh, y'all unmerciful." Hey, but y'all the ones that want to send niggas to hell for eternity.
Same niggas who asked for Barabbas instead of Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, man. And I like to get this after that Revelation, the 7th chapter as well, because it goes into a little bit more detail on that ceremony, man. This the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 2. Dang, it is in 2nd Ezra 2. The crowning ceremony.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 7. That's why. Salaki. It jumped on me. 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. Yeah, okay. I'm sitting here like I know it's in 2nd Ezra 2. 2nd Ezra 2, and we'll just start at 42. It says, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. That's going into that innumerable multitude in Revelation, the 7th chapter. And it said that what? They was upon Mount Zion. This is how you know that innumerable multitude of many peoples, nations, kindreds, and tongues is going into the Israelites. All right. As well as the fact that the brother brought out what, man? These are they that came out of great tribulation. What tribulation is that? Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Showing you that these are the Israelites, man. All right. And the elect Israelites at that. Verse 43, it says, in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads, he set a crown and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. And that's Yahweh Shai is going to explain that later. Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered me and said unto them, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and are put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Again, IUIC, they did what? They confessed the name of the Most High, right? And then when you go into
that's parabolic, brother. That's not what that's talking about.
When you go in that book of Revelation, I want to say that's 7 and 4, where they talk about having a name, having a father's name written on their forehead. When you go into a lot of the translations, it say the Father and the Son's name. So you need to know the names of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. All right. Okay. But continuing on, it says, now are they crowned and received palms. And it said that who was sitting the crown on their head, man? Yahweh Shai. So imagine you at this ceremony, man, and the Lord is putting the crown, the Lord himself is crowning you, saying, hey, man, well done, my good and faithful servant. You fought for me, you stood for me. He giving everybody that's at this ceremony a speech about you. Man, this brother Yaya, man, he was at that dang on school. Them leg bit kids was getting on his nerve, but he ain't never fold. Imagine it, bro. Like, I know that it sounds funny, but
Yeah, kind though. Yeah, you got a picture, man.
yeah, bro. Like, this gonna be a mighty deal, bro. It said that the Lord.
Now, I was going to say, this is what we're looking forward to, man. This that glory that we're looking for, bro.
The Lord putting the crowd on your neck, telling the story about you, bro. Personally, yeah, this knucklehead, man. When he came in, he was on fire. It's crazy, bro. Verse 46, it says, "Then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I to greatly commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord." Again, IUIC stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. So you have to fight, man. If they come up to you with that MOTB and tell you denounce Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we chopping your head off, it shouldn't be a question in your mind. You have to stand stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. But this is the glory that we are looking for if you do so.
God.
You know, you can grab that new bodies if you wanted to, brother.
God. This is 1 Corinthians 15. And I might as well start at 50. Actually, no, I'm sorry, verse 1. No, I'm playing. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Neither doth the corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. And what's that changing, man? It's going to explain it. That this is what we're looking forward to, bro. Verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, going into them nukes and all that chaos that's going to happen. And the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Verse 53, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality, man. This is what I'm looking forward to, bro. Not having to be sick no more, man. Not coughing up mucus, man. Not always throwing up headaches and shit, man. A perfect body, man. Verse 54, so when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, this low-key one of my favorite verses. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruptions, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Because we're gonna have perfect bodies. The law is gonna be written in our hearts, so we're not gonna sin anymore, man. And we know the cause of death is sin, man. So we're not even gonna have to worry about that no more. Verse 56, the sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Yahweh, which gave us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, man. So the Lord gave us the victory, man. So you can't say, oh, I did this by myself. I did this on my own. It says in Isaiah 63, it says, Salakia, I'm trying to quote it. I don't want to butcher it. But basically, the Lord is like, I stretched out my hand and I looked and said, I ain't see nobody else, man. It was just me. I did this alone, man.
Let me grab it real quick. There was none with me to uphold. Isaiah 63, and we'll just read all though. Start at 1. Why not? God. Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. And this is Yahweh Shai. Salakia. This is Yahweh Shai. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? Right, and this is the verse that the brother was talking about. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there is none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help me, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me.
That's just so mighty, bro.
bro. In
Call
my
y'all,
fury,
bro.
it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in my anger and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
That man, Yahweh Shai, he looked, he said,
Man,
it's just me, bro. He
I'm
did it.
outside.
Where y'all at? On
You
feet
know?
by himself, bro. On one
Yeah.
man army. There, bro.
Crazy.
Verse 58, continuing on in this 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. Doing these videos, reading, watching the videos, studying the shows of approval. Always abounding in the work of the Lord, for so much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh, man. Our labor not in vain, man. That's what we working for, bro. This is what we working towards, man. To be on the front lines, man. To be in that battle axe and weapons of warfare, man. To be fighting alongside Yahweh Shai, man. To drink that cup with Yahweh Shai. This is what we fighting for, man.
Yep, I got one for you right here. That's the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him. For we shall see him as he is, man. That's the glory, bro.
It says ye are gods, bro.
Woo. That's the state we going back to. Right now we in that place. Hey, ye are gods, but ye shall fall like men and die like the princes. Right? But we going back to that God-like state, man. But we have to go through all of these different things, you know, to get to this point. And we can end it off with this one right here. It's
right, like the Elder Bo Murph would always say, you gotta go through it to get to it, man.
Yeah. Man, why can't but hey, we got to go through these things. But again, going back to that patience, that's why we left this one for last, because we focusing on those glory, right? We focusing on the glory to come, and we don't have to fear the things that's coming down the pipe. For the simple fact of this right here, Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And when you go into that word for standard in verse 19, it's a way to escape, flee, a way to escape, man. Right? So the Lord going to endow men with those spiritual powers, those new bodies, and so on and so forth, man. The Lord is going to get his elect up out of here. Don't get me wrong. Some people will have to be martyrs, right? But hey, even in that aspect, you die for the Lord, man. You're gonna be raised incorruptible at the last day. So who cares?
And then it also says some of you should not see death.
Yeah.
So shit.
Fight to the end, man. Fight to the end. Did you have anything else, brother?
Shit, nah, that's it.
So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. With that, we're gonna say call halal Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, men, women, and children of Israel, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, man, among the heathen, as well as those that even look like the heathen. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Rala.
Yashrala. A ball.